Hello, cruisers. I'm with Sir Gary, an amazing person who has been sober for 40 years. So we're about to go on inside, hear his story, and just find out a message that he wants to share. So, Gary, let's go on in.
Unbelievably, brother. Unbelievably. Grew up in New York. We're all doing drugs and going crazy. You had a softball team in high school called the Stonies. First question before every game is Andrew filled out. He always was, and he played first base and batted. 6 guys from that group of 9 are in recovery. You know why? They were all Jewish. You know, us Jews, we're freaking geniuses. Anyway, so the first guy agreed to meet at AA meeting in Brooklyn is Andrew. He says, "What the fuck are you doing here?" I said, "What the fuck are you doing?" Right? We're cleaning up. Anyway, the other guy, Jaloza, Andy, went to Temple. He became a crack smoking lawyer, the idiot. He told his story at my narcotics meeting in Brooklyn. He smoked crack behind the judge's chambers. I said, "Good move, Andy. Would have got caught. You better prosecute yourself, defend yourself, and been disbarred before you even know it." Life is so sick being addicted, man. You're not here. All right, in my case, I'm living large as hell in 1992, 6 years sober, employed in the music industry, my childhood dream, engineer, right? I came down with a derailment I wouldn't wish any addict or alcoholic in the world to go through, let alone the sicker. I came down HIV positive in 1992. That's AIDS, all right? I was gonna die, right? I didn't relapse. That enough message right there. At that time, I knew your first hit shooting up. I was doing a kill John Belushi, heroin and cocaine shooting up. I couldn't stop, and I wasn't stopping until, guess who my doctors are in New York? Who? My twin first cousins. I grew up with them every summer at day camps in Toulon. This high, I said to my mother, this high, she says, this high, right? And they love me, we love each other immensely. Both notwithstanding, they both got to be millionaires by now. They're running a practice on the west side of Manhattan for 30 years. A lot of insurance money behind them. But anyway, I came down HIV positive, right? I didn't relapse. I got sick 2 years later. We know what a respirator is, right?
Yeah.
I was on a respirator. Oh, this shit still breaks me up. For 3.5 months on a machine, unconscious. I didn't see any. I didn't even know what the hell was going on. I couldn't talk with all that. I couldn't walk for 8 months. I couldn't talk for 6. Now, when I shot back Good Morning Mother, after 6 months, I said, "Mom, what did you do?" She said, "I thank God for waking you up." That's got to be a Guinness record sleep, right? Have to be an asterisk was an AIDS PCP advanced credit. That shut me up. I didn't know the one word. I couldn't walk with it, man. I remember those years. I remember after the respirator, I was in a nursing home for 3 months. Now you're smart too. 1 minute. I took a breath. I remember taking a breath to talk and nursing. I didn't have the strength to fucking talk. That shows me that in actual paparazzi, you know, opera guys don't have to work out. They could work it out by sleep. I saw how much energy it took to talk. Anyway, my mother and father, they say I had to include your family. My late great mother and my late great father, when they went to see me every day in the hospital when I was sick, they used to wonder verbatim if I was going to be alive. So I blew them away and still being alive every day. You know why? Because I caught that shit. I said, you know what? I felt myself dying during that event. I remember. I said, you know what? I love AAs too much. I know how to love. I'm sober. And I have a music career ahead of me, son. I'm still going at it at 66 years old. Is that balls or?
That's some balls, Gary. So, Sir Gary, when is the first time you ever touched drugs?
I'm telling you, at 15.
15?
But I was an alcoholic at every Saturday. Temple.
So,
We gotta start somewhere, right?
you got to start somewhere.
12 years old. I was the only guy in my neighborhood. Put on a suit and tie every Saturday. Walked 7 blocks to Temple. They have a kiddish up there. 4 or 5 scotches on an empty stomach. Walked home and flashed it every Saturday. I called it my Rue de Fiesta. I lived with that, almost.
So, what was the first drug you ever took?
Marijuana.
Marijuana? And what was the first spot after was that all you used for a bit?
No, I use everything. All I was to getting high, Client.
You think marijuana is a gateway drug?
Oh, big time. For me, it was, obviously. If I could say I want to punch some of that heroin, I like this getting high shit. Because I read in school that heroin was the best. At 19, I crowned it. And I was 28, and a cousin, a genius doctor to this day, blows my fucking head off, man. He says to me, verbatim, I was high in his house. Ready? May 86. 40 years ago, right? He says, Gary, I love you. I give you 3 choices. Not as your cousin, that's your doctor. Stop messing with the jump, check yourself in, or allow me to pull your rabbi to your funeral in 2 weeks. Verbatim. That was it.
That was the wake-up call?
It was enough for me. I checked myself in there. It was over.
Do you think your faith helped you overcome addiction?
Yeah. Immensely. I say Hebrew prayers every morning. I don't have a clue what I say. I think that's cool as hell.
But you do it for the Lord?
Obviously, every day, yeah. I know every prayer because they're songs. And I'm a songwriter musician.
So, final thing I want to ask you, Sir Gary, is there anything that you would want to tell someone that's thinking about drinking, thinking about picking up that first joint? Just, is there a message you want to say?
Yeah. Don't do it.
Don't do it?
Yeah, that's right. You're not missing anything. Look at the track record. Alcohol kills you. Any drug kills you. Any drug kills you. Fuck this fentanyl shit and all that. Crack is the biggest bullshit. You know why?
Why?
You're smoking crack. Methodically. You know why you're an asshole? You know how long a crack high is? Do the exhale. Look.
Well, Sir Gary, it was a pleasure.
You ain't seen nothing yet, bro. Wait till I make it music.
No, Gary, I'm excited to hear it.
Me too.
We just finished up hearing his amazing story, being sober for 40 years, and how, honestly, that shit has almost killed him. Drugs almost destroyed his life. Twice. He has memory lapses now, but he's clean, sober for 40 years. And Gary, thank you so much for sharing your story today.
It's my pleasure. It's what I do.
Now, you say you do a Hebrew song every morning. Can I hear a verse of that?
Anyone.
Which one's your favorite? Shalom. But if you enjoyed his message, if you want to see more of Sir Gary in the future, let me know down below. But again, like, comment, subscribe. And remember, stay off drugs, stay clean, stay sober, and be like Gary, because this stuff almost destroyed his life.
Please subscribe to my channel. It will make me feel really special.